Alright, Logan, reel him in!
Reel what in?
That's you.
Oh.
But I appreciate you being a sport and humoring me on my screen.
Get it? You fell for our fishing scheme hype.
Oh, that's what this was all building up to.
I didn't even have fish. I had homemade hamburger helper.
That actually does sound... Oh my... That sounds good now, damn it.
Okay, so is Hamburger Helper actual hamburger, or is it like the glove with a clown nose?
No,
well,
homemade,
I said, yeah, homemade. There was actual well, we did have boxes of I want to say it was Velveeta mac and cheese, but the hamburger part of it was actually homemade.
Yeah, straight up.
I mean, also, to be fair, I never had Hamburger Helper, so
it's
not bad.
Good. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty good hearty meal compared to the other stuff. And otherwise, welcome James Icky and Hype to that grid on the floor.
That's a grid,
yes, it is. Oh, don't fall off on your bottom now.
Hoo ha hoo!
Right, Red?
Man, I'm pretty.
Go, monkey.
Also, I noticed that the billboard in back says "Get coins," but we're just beating up metal versions of ourselves.
Yeah. No. They're definitely using the same arena. Oh.
Yeah, just color inverted.
And down he goes.
So how's this for an odd twist of fate? Because for the final bit of the game, man and monkey shall join forces yet again.
And might I say, what a beautiful monkey she is.
We have to put aside our differences, Spike. That's what she sounds like. I don't know.
No, it's just like the Metal Gear Solid monkey.
Oh yeah.
Monkey.
Oh no, I still love.
Okay.
I want to cover that at some point, just because that freaking cutscene where Snake and the monkey have this incredible I'll be seeing
like a philosophical moment.
Yeah.
So I guess that actually now makes me really curious. I wonder what Kojima's whole thoughts on the Ape Escape franchise are.
Funny monkey. That's his thoughts.
I'm trying to think. What am I trying to say? Would he have had any real say on whether or not they added in the Ape Escape content?
Yes.
Oh, of course, because Snake Eater was his baby.
Yeah, Metal Gear 3 was his game.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, I meant the idea of so if it was totally his idea to put in the Ape Escape stuff, then I imagine he likes the series enough to even consider that.
I don't know if I'd outright say it was his idea per se, but it definitely seems like he was on board with it, especially considering again it worked both ways. Again, for Escape 3 we had the Metal Gear minigame, which is probably again the most elaborate minigame throughout the course of the entire series, and then you got on Metal Gear Solid 3 side. If you're playing Subsistence, I believe, or was that the Metal Gear Solid 3 expansion, or was it named something else?
I'll double check, but
basically for that for the PS2 version they added in the ape versus monkey thing, where Snake had to go capture monkeys.
Right,
you're mine.
I can grab one. Is the thing of isn't there actually an actual quote of him saying "Gotcha"?
Oh yeah, because he did start when you capture monkeys. That's what I was saying earlier. The whole "you're mine"
and "Gotcha" like to be that Spike.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's Yeah. Otherwise, I would say to Icky and to James and to Hype. But yeah, no, I think I could see where maybe Kojima wasn't asking to put Ape Escape into it, but when told, he definitely did not have to go as hard as he did with it. But he went he fully was on board with the whole thing.
He went the distance.
I mean, granted, I can also see. I wouldn't put it past Kojima to be a big enough nerd to want to do it anyway, considering that it was his idea to have Snake be put in Smash in the first place.
That is true. He's a pretty cool dude. I could see him and jeez, dude's rude. I could see him and I could see him and Sakurai hanging out, enjoying.
Man, you guys are having a bit of a trouble with the segment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, again, what makes it difficult is that now we have to deal with, as you're seeing here, infinitely
these
spawning
ghosts.
Interference.
And the jellyfish. And the urchins.
I messed up the speed hoop.
The jellyfish and the evil flying durians.
I just call them urchins.
Fortunately, as you're noticing though, to better in line fit with the co-op element of this, whenever someone makes it far enough to reset the respawn checkpoint, it affects everybody.
Also, I'm a daredevil right here for wanting to do the dash hoop on a narrow bridge.
Do it!
And I was like, I want to be just like you. I'm on my way.
Nice.
Whoobidoo!
Hoobadoo.
I guess if there's one thing worth mentioning before we do end these race bits for good is that you'd actually be surprised with how much, for lack of a better word, footing you have on the platforms even when they're being slanted up so far.
It helps. There we go. Okay, and up. And again, despite how despite how much difficulty I was having at times, the fact that I could like chain all of that like right there, the fact that I could do a quick like half-second speed hoop to like it feels really just cool to pull off that rhythm. So
now, when you're using the super hoop, do you still have to rotate the control stick just to keep it going?
Yes, you
only
do.
To start, I thought you only have to do it just to start it up, and you can just carry the momentum from there.
Well, you do it to start it up, but unlike the mainstream games, you can keep rotating it and you'll never stop.
I like how Monkey was basically like running up a wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's speeding for you.
It's like, whoa, now we're really getting into Sonic territory.
Like, that's not the kind of thing you would expect to see in the mainstream games, which is why, again, I wouldn't mind, like, if there was ever a proper continuation of the series, if they had a fine mesh between the fluidity of the mainstream games and the dexterity of these games.
Right. Okay, get up here. Wait. Okay, let's go on!
I will say, I actually really like the Grayscale background. It makes it feel like, you know, like the true final area.
It does feel like that, yeah. Like, honestly, it kind of reminds me of, for some odd reason, it kind of reminds me of the very ending like the last third of the original Devil May Cry, when you're fighting against Mundus.
Oh, that's right, in the
I can
big
see
shoot-'em
that.
section. Yeah, I remember that now.
Only because of,
I gotta
like,
practice
black and white
3.
backgrounds and stuff.
I gotta practice and record 3 to get around to that sucker.
It's just the overall feel in general, I would say.
It's very
Oh
ethereal.
gosh dang it, Ghost!
Primordial.
Don't worry, he's at the end.
Just all sorts of
But we
kooky
both have to
spooky.
make it.
Oh.
What have you done?
Give him hell, Red!
He'd rather
Dixie.
flex his muscles, you guys!
I'm sucking at this
Still
jump.
kind of a shame that they never had the other 3 members of the freaking Monkey 5 summonable. Only Red and Pink.
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
because it would make more sense. It would have made a lot of sense. Have Yellow drop a lot of bananas, or, you know, just another screen nuke. Have the blue monkey ride around on his motorcycle across, basically be like a parody of the Jake attack.
Yeah.
To like
Like
that
Oh,
one.
you know
Like-
what? I'm so sorry.
What's up?
I'd imagine if yet Monkey Yellow was a summonable, he'd literally just go do the whole "Here I come!" and just
And he
start
just rams
thrusting
into one of the
himself onto
enemies.
the opponents.
You mean body slamming?
Right body. Well, yeah, just doing the whole shove and run sort of thing.
Yeah. Let me see that. I'm also thinking like maybe White Monkey would like summon one of his mechas to like do like
Have
a
the Mecha
screen nuke.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have the Mecha Jimmy.
Jimmy Bot activate!
Have Mecha Jimmy clobber the
Yeah,
enemies.
clobber that there Jimmy.
Oh no!
Real quick, I have a question for this. Say like say
Jammy.
James makes it to the end, but sorry, but
Ooh,
like
Jamalami.
so James
Unlammy
makes it to the
jammy.
end. Let's anyway.
Yes.
Let's say for the sake of argument, yeah, like James is still weighing on you, but Logan ends up like losing all of his health before he's able to make it to the end of the race. What happens then?
We win still.
I think he still win. I don't entirely know.
At least one of you
I'm on
won.
my way. Oh gosh dang it! I'm so close.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put it. I mean, considering I would say we're so close to the end that it wouldn't really matter at that point. But I don't think I ever even actually asked him, like, should we tempt fate and just have you fall and see if we still win?
I think I was too stubborn to die at that point.
So why was the monkey glowing
Man,
blue?
too angry to die.
Oh no!
The real people monkey you are.
Yeah.
Which I guess I will also say it's actually appropriate considering I'm Spike, he's the people monkey. We're technically on even footing because we control the same.
Yep.
So wait, did
This is
these
our-
enemies respawn endlessly?
Yes, I
They
said
do.
that. Yeah, that's the part that also makes it difficult. Is that you can literally kill them. You can get some power-up drops from them, but they will not stop approaching. You cannot clear the path forever. You do need to make these jumps. While
Whoop.
that's it. I'm using the monkey cannon.
And you
You went
totally
the wrong
missed.
way.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, fine.
I don't
forget
like these
this.
pitchfork aliens, by the way.
Leave. The little devil aliens. Oh
You
my
know
God.
what? You know what mooks I miss?
What?
The
Huh?
the freaking not Birdo looking things from the
Oh,
original
the
game
Zookas?
with the.
Yeah, that would pop out of the ground.
Oh, the
bazooka
not
enemies.
Octoroks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and right, what you see right there is what happens when a character actually, wins the bonuses.
Ooh.
Yep, we got all 3 of them now, and with that,
I guess I missed one with Spike.
And
okay,
okay,
2 more
3.
stages left.
We return to the Gungle.
That does not look foreboding at all.
Of course not.
It's just going to be our slingshot battle arena, so just, as always, find the computer players and bully them to hell.
Is that how you define defeating the boss? Bullying
Yes,
them?
you literally call him, you call him mean names and wedgie him into the abyss.
And then start whacking him with your Oni club.
This is very spooky, by the way.
How exactly would like a wedgie into the abyss go? Would it be like you pull so hard that the wedgie starts to? Well,
first, give me your image because I think it's gonna be just as humorous. But then I'll give you my image.
Like I imagine, like maybe like the higher up you pull the wedgie, it's like it almost kind of. Okay, this is gonna sound morbid, but that's only because I didn't really think this comparison all the way through.
No,
it starts like cutting him in half.
Oh, like bisecting him?
Oh,
that
yeah.
could no. See, I don't know. That would just be wedging somebody into oblivion. I want to wedgie someone into the abyss specifically. So how I would see that is, so imagine we're on this cliff, like where me and James are right now, and then imagine the suplex from like Resident Evil. Like just imagine me grabbing someone with a wedgie and then leaning back so much so that I, while still with the momentum and force of a wedgie, suplex him into the abyss.
Oh, you know what? Now I just, Lord forgive me. My idea of like that, the wedgie into oblivion. Imagine that being a fatality in a Mortal Kombat game.
I mean, I can see it.
Genuinely, that sounds like something that I would have seen in the Beavis and Butthead game.
I'm sorry, what the fuck are we talking about now?
Welcome to the team, Mickey. We don't fully know all the time.
And neither do they.
The monkey dance.
They're everywhere.
Watch out! The obvious JPEGs are coming.
It was a you got a single you got a single NFT of Monkey Red. I wanted to have my own adventure. See, there he is.
What?
Imagine, I would actually feel heartbroken just a little bit if Sony finally brought. Oh my god, and they actually fucking do it, James.
If they fucking do it, I'm just gonna deny all faith in Sony and just pirate their shit from here on out.
Because I'm thinking, like, especially with the first of all, you got the Bored Ape NFT thing. Then you have the fact that all the monkeys can look so, especially in Ape Escape 2 and 3, you can have all the monkeys look so similar with different names. Like, that would be the perfect platform for them to do that kind of crap.
What, like a gacha game but for Ape
The
Escape?
monkey cannon. Ow!
It's funny because I remember, like, that reminds me of a post someone made a while ago about, like, event post talking about how about Ubisoft's apparently supporting them now. Because, you know, they don't have enough reasons for people to hate them. I just imagine, like, someone say, like, that's gonna be the way they bring back Rayman, is it?
Bless Phil Spencer's heart for being aware that shit exists and being all like, yeah, no.
I really hope Death Sisters doesn't go through with making NFTs.
That what doesn't?
Death Sisters.
Oh, Death
They
Sisters.
make the cookie run games.
Right. No, they were genuinely expressing interest, and everyone was like, please don't.
Yeah, it's so weird, like... It was one thing to see, like, commercials for it on TV. Well, not like Death Sisters, but for, like, one of the Cookie Run games.
Don't worry about me.
It's another thing to see Cookie Run trending on Twitter.
For that reason, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, James and Hype?
The thing that the People Monkey's currently writing.
Yeah, it's a teacup. What of it?
No, it's an udon bowl.
What, do you got a problem with tea?
I just nuked that guy with a super... Yeah, by the way, if you can use the charge shots properly, the AI just has no idea how to cope with it, and you can melt them so fast.
Wow.
I got it!
No.
Yeah,
21 seconds.
I think with that said, we are more or less done with the tournament. All we have left is our last boss.
And that would be...
Howdy, what a boss it be. But yeah, there we go.
It's interesting, I'll give it that.
Grid Core.
Genuinely gave me some shit.
Grid
So, welcome to the Grid Core.
Oh,
Also,
Logan,
for
you
this
weren't
one-
kidding. We really are fighting the grid.
Yeah, and for this one, Logan and I decided to make a slight compromise in the way we handle our character customization because he decided to take my Helga while I'm
he'll
still
be
playing his
Spike.
Spike.
We figured it'd be, like, you know, very symbolic for the whole final confrontation against the core to be between them. Okay, now.
Thematically appropriate.
I mean, granted, I should have just let him be Spike in the long run, because technically, him and People Monkey play the same, and I've been playing Helga the whole time. We'd be at more of an advantage, and, well, there's the grid.
It looks like an incomplete planet.
Or the
Looks
core.
very underwhelming for something called the Grid Core.
Looks like a walnut.
Like, the comparison's one thing, but just the accent when you said, looks like a walnut.
Well, that monkey
That one's
scratches his
scratching his
butt. I know. I pick out really weird things. Anyway.
Hey, bro, I can relate.
Yeah, I understand internet.
It's melod. I mean, subtitles could probably be useful, but it's just melodrama. A guy wants to take over the world, and you can't possibly stand to defeat him unless you conquer the core.
Too long didn't read. There's a safety protocol that's not allowing anyone to directly access the core. But with the disc, you can pretty much say, "Fuck off, protocol. I'm going to use this thing anyway."
And he's gonna use that to create the massive tech utopia, become a god or whatever.
And I shall call it Techtopia.
Yes.
First, the internet. But then, the world!
Welcome to my Techtopia, or as I call it, Texas.
Oh, it's just final boss from Okami. Or not.
Yeah, it really is.
Wait, really?
It's just a giant shape-shifting ball of darkness.
Oh.
Coincidentally, this game came out about maybe 2 years before Okami.
Okami released in 2006, I think.
Yeah, Okami was 2006. This was 2004.
Yeah, it was 06 because it was on the Wii.
All reality is collapsing again, and we fall again. So now we're in double dark web.
Into the grid.
So yeah, he just literally said he's going to kill all them kids.
So we get to have ourselves
a holly jolly Christmas.
Just a straight up master hand collateral damage fight. It's more like you got it. You got the idea of what we're gonna do now. Let's do this.
Let's see. We got 2 clubs.
And
we got 2 hoops.
Your customization options are fucking weird, dude.
What, you don't like me having the square button to swing at things with?
But you're not even using the square button to even swipe it. You're just selecting it.
So what are we up against?
We are up against a face.
Oh.
It's Andros.
So the Greek core does the following. It has a whole bunch of these little, like, avoid the squares when it's lava sort of thing, and we want to keep bashing on its head a certain amount to expose the core. In which case we can do massive damage to it.
Right. So and
it really is Okami.
I would say, as you can notice up there, he has that Kingdom Hearts kind of thing where it's many health bars at once.
Ow. My favorite.
So blue, light blue, green, then yellow, and then he's dead. So
and I guess there are phases to it too?
Yeah, he will take out different attacks, and just gonna be real with you and say, as you're already noticing right now, I got my butt handed to this guy because I was not ready for all. I was not prepared. I did not know.
Basically, my biggest thing with this fight is just keep whacking on his face until his core is exposed. Have some missiles on hand standby, and then when he is exposed, just wail on him with missiles.
Well, here comes
that
phase 2.
Sense. I can do that too. Whee!
And then you got burdenated.
So, in a matter of speaking, what you're about to see here is why Helga, despite her prowess as a gaming superstar,
is not much of a gamer after all.
Oh jeez, that pattern there with the squares is like very devious to me.
That
like,
looks very tricky to avoid.
It's like most of it is like the whole strategy is just sky fly and pray to avoid them. Uh oh, now they're playing Pong.
Also, we'll give a special shout out to this final boss theme because it's honestly pretty cool.
Oh, I was hearing the Ape Escape theme in there a little bit.
I gotta say, this is like the most non-Ape Escape looking thing I've ever seen in an Ape Escape game.
Again, we haven't even touched Million Monkeys yet.
Oh jeez, I need help. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's kind of kicking her ass.
It's kicking my butt, and yeah, again, just be very quick on the draw with your platforming. Okay, there we go. Now we can do more damage.
Can you break those ice cube obstacles?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
Even if he could, he dishes them out so fucking fast, it's probably not worth it.
Whee!
Okay. We're getting close.
Also, I get the impression the Mystery Man's getting off on this.
Why?
Mr. Man.
Oh,
you see the way dialogue. Yeah, no, like, the dude's clearly enjoying it.
I mean, he seems like a jerk. Why wouldn't he not act like a jerk?
Okay, it's getting really close to the wire. We have
what? But now he's starting to hate it.
All right, final phase. He's gone purple.
Oh
Watch
no!
Out.
Oh!
Spike died, I guess.
Yep, we're just gonna. Come on, focus.
Do you have limited ammo for the slingshot?
I hate wasting bullets like that.
I know, well, but in that case, we didn't have much of a choice to be able to deal damage to the guy. Oh no, not the fire again.
Oh shit. Oh, get it? Because it's a firewall?
Oh my god, you're so right.
Oh, firewall of panels? Oh shit!
Firewall of pain. And now you gotta run like the Dickens.
Fun fact.
Wow, this guy really isn't fucking around.
No,
he really
he's
is not.
And
Spectre's
like, Logan's dead.
He's good.
Yep.
No, and I barely have much health left to my name.
Yeah, then that was like, oh god.
Health kit!
There's a health pack. Oh!
Oof.
So there
Yeah,
we
I
go.
just heard the escape theme.
Yeah, I love that. I love the little jingle. But yeah, otherwise...
Look at it this way. This will be the third ever time Spike's ever gotten a victory in this whole series.
Now, is the slingshot like auto-lock?
No. You do need to aim it.
Just a little bit. Oh, Lord.
boy.
Hype, any thoughts on this final boss as we're about to kill him?
Only he has the brains to rule the internet.
Pretty much.
Damn.
That's exactly what this is.
MyLast.org.
And...
Nope.
Close!
Watch out for
no,
my checkerboard.
No, come on. I was, at that point, just like, just end him.
Okay, bye.
It's too close. We did it! Spike
You
did it, but I
saved
helped.
the internet by destroying the internet.
So, if they look like the internet world is doomed as we know it, actually what it's doing is just pulling a full-on factory reset.
Okay.
So hopefully
So
we'll be
obliterate
full
everything
practice
just to
sake.
bring
Okay,
it
maybe
back.
not so much a factory reset, but more like it's pulling a restore.
Yep.
Like we're returning to a previous point in the whole thing.
Goodbye, Mystery Man. I'm sure you'll never be important in this series again.
You ever play that crappy GameCube Mega Man game?
Network transmission?
Yeah.
I used to own it. It had a really good soundtrack and nothing else.
But hey, look, there was a reason for
The sequence reminds me of, like, the first cutscene.
Oh yeah, when it was recreating the final boss of the first game.
Yeah. By the way, fuck that game, by the way. Not the,
Really?
not the first game, just, no, transmission.
I'm gonna look into that because I'm curious. But alright, come on, Cassie, do your little thing to get us out of here before the factory reset hits.
Bye, put a shield around us now.
I'll put it this way. The first boss of the game is harder than the final boss of the game.
It was very unbalanced, I'll give you that.
Oh, so let me guess. So the fact that it...
I still have never beaten the first stage, by the way.
I was gonna say, so let me guess. The fact that it has network in the name, is it a battle network game?
Yes. It's a spin-off. It's trying to be a Battle Network game if it played like a classic series game.
And it does not mesh well.
It's one of those things where it could work, it just needs far better balancing.
Yeah.
Like a regular shot worth a damn.
Yeah, because the early game is horrible. Meanwhile, the internet is saved!
Yay.
Yippee-ki-yo.
It's as if nothing bad happened at all.
We can continue making our posts, disliking videos all across the board.
Are you kidding? We almost bit it back there.
Oh, shut up, Natalie. You're just being a spoil sport.
You're treating him as if he's a Jimmy, not a Spike.
Also,
What's the difference?
Everyone,
Oh.
thank you all so much.
Yeah, that's definitely Flan.
oh yeah. Holy shit, you're right, it is fucking fun.
Sandy Fox.
Also, a start to a beautiful bond, shipping.
Hey, hahaha.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you could still call it a bond.
I mean, I think they're about the same. I know they're about the same age, and Natalie's still the
There's
oldest.
enough
one.
hints to totally make a legit claim for that ship.
I think Natalie is, like, canonically 14.
Yeah.
I'll say there, Jake.
Oh, hey, Jake, I thought you died.
Nope, I unfortunately survived.
Off screen, even.
Unfortunately, implying no one wanted him
Also,
alive.
he's a lot deeper voice now. Or I mean, sorry, he's not as deep voice. I think they made it higher pitch. Anyway, hey Spectre.
Meanwhile, Spectre's like, "Ugh, fucking ragamuffins.
I got all these bananas.
But he's reunited with his monkeys. And
His
Matt's not going to
friends.
enjoy the happiest he's ever been.
Oh my gosh.
Monkeys.
Aww. A leader of his men.
We want the bananas.
They just
Yep.
mugged him.
Children to the bitter end.
I thought what we had was special!
You're the only smart one in that whole bunch, Spectre.
And the Peepatrons up there are all like, yes, they all are idiots, aren't they?
So, you want to go over to Chili's? I'm kind of hungry.
Nah, yeah, let's
I
crash
got
out a
gas.
party.
Let's go Golden Corral or Denny's.
I hear Tumblr's got a pretty sick crasher going on tonight.
Though before they do leave, Spectre just briefly notices them making their leave.
That power.
Perhaps a hint of things to come? Maybe if you live in Japan.
Maybe.
But if you live in the Americas, you're gonna have to wait.
Oh, yeah. And then there's just some epilogue stuff here. So, James, your thoughts on Pumped and Primed?
I mean, I've said before, this is pretty much my first proper foray into the Ape Escape series, not counting the mainstream stuff, and it's like, a weird jumping point aside, I think it's solid. Like, it more or less handles as you traditionally would of an Ape Escape game, like with all the gadgets and whatnot. It's all retrofitted to take advantage of the fact that it plays more. It's more of a party game more than anything. And I mean, again, as far as those are concerned, very solid.
Would you say it's a good Ape Escape take as a party game?
I'd say so. Again, that being said, though, I would definitely say play any other Ape Escape game first before going into this one. Otherwise, you'll probably be pretty lost.
Don't take this as a traditional Ape Escape game.
And I'll say I don't know if I could see myself playing this as much as any other multiplayer game, because, albeit as you saw, they had a number of little stages and maps. I will say, and it definitely became more apparent by the finale when it was James and I working alongside each other. Although they can have different objectives and goals, the main gimmicks of the gameplay don't really change all that much. Like, it's still the same platforming. Like, it's the same controls. Like, it's not like Mario Party where, like, every little minigame has its own little, like, flair or its own little thing that's going on.
It's always like water minigame, beat each other up at minigame, collect more coins while beating each other up minigame.
The only minigames that do outright change are the tank and water mech stuff, but otherwise everything else plays more or less your traditional Ape Escape.
But otherwise,
admittedly, I think it's a little bit disappointing that you only have access to 5 gadgets total.
Yeah, they could have added
At
more.
the same time, though, what else could you really use in this type of game?
Well, in that case, I would limit the gadget selection from like 4 to like lower, possibly.
I'd say 4 is the perfect amount, considering again you only have 4 buttons to worry about.
Well,
and
no,
again,
but you also have 5 gadgets total.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, having it just be 4 gadgets would be fine, because we've already brought before, there's absolutely no point in having the RC car beyond where those minigames where you absolutely have to use them.
Oh yeah, here, real quick, these are the people who, we were passing those names, those are all the live-action actors for all the editions.
I love that they're credited as actual movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
but yeah, other than that...
Boss movie...
Other than that, had a real.
Oh, and here's the credits for all those intermissions that we saw.
Neat.
Okay, who wrote them? Yeah, but yeah. Otherwise, generally had more fun with this than I thought I did. The controls and the mechanics for moving around were definitely like the tightest I think that the series has ever felt to me personally. How about Hype? What did you think of this as our next big chapter in the Ape Escape the saga?
It definitely looks like an interesting experiment, for if nothing else. Like, taking, like, the core gameplay and turning it into, like, a Rayman Arena-style game, and, you know, I'm not sure. I'm going back and forth on whether or not I think it looks like it's executed well. I will say, as far as, like, the story goes, probably because we weren't able to hear a lot of it because of lack of subtitles. Not saying that's your guys' fault, but I will say, I don't know if I'm in the minority with this. I don't really see, like, aside from certain things, like, Helga is a really cute addition, but aside from that...
She found her father again.
Aww.
But, like, aside from stuff like that, I'm not really all quite as engaged in the story in these as I am with, like, 1, 2, and eventually 3.
Oh, Will Skynax that worked on it.
Hopefully Million Monkeys will add... Oh, he's coming. Hopefully Million Monkeys will add more, like, you know, prevalence, or, you know... more importance to the story.
Well, now that I stop and think about it, why did Spectre just randomly carry that whole basket of bananas?
I don't know. He had it since the Dark Spectre fight, so I guess he just must have found them at some point. No,
or maybe
mine.
Or maybe he was bribed.
And look, they've all snuck a couple bananas behind their backs.
Aww.
Anyway, Icky, since this was like a big introduction to you into what this was, what did you think of this as an Ape Escape game?
I find it as an interesting side project to the main Ape Escape games, but I feel like they could do more with it, ultimately.
Yeah, and again, I think they definitely do a little bit more with it with Million Monkeys, which treats itself far more like a much more story-focused action and adventure sort of game, as opposed to this, which is playing itself more like a party game.
Right. Yeah,
with a limited amount of mini-game types.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to whenever that patch translation thing, A Million Monkeys, comes out. But otherwise, it's time to finally get down to the wackiest of the 3 games, base games anyway.
In a matter of speaking, yes, because now that we're pretty much done with this little side project, and technically speaking, this would be our next game of the lot, Ape Escape 3, where Spectre decides to go into show business.
There's no business like show business, unlike monkey business.
Final results.
At the end of the day, though, it may as well be about as comprehensible as monkey business.
So there you go. So there's your proof right there that if, say, I had died in that race thing, it only needed 1 and... Oh!
And yeah, beating the game is how you unlock the password screen, which again is what I pretty much use to unlock all of those. Pretty much unlock all of our members, about as many as I could unlock of the members of the Funky Fan Club, and unlock all those special goodies for Logan and I.
Yes, there you go.
And it was also a convenient means for me to show off all of those intermission videos in those earlier parts.
Yep.
Pretty funky.
So
funky indeed.
Enjoyed the ride. Cannot wait till more monkey mayhem.
Yep. So honestly, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind starting that relatively soon. So stay tuned for when we tackle Ape Escape 3.
Woo!
Hulk eek.
Quiet on set.